First time shooting at the new desk with the new camera, with the new lighting. I think it looks okay. This is really wide. I think you forget how wide 16 millimeters is. Sorry, talking to my wife back there. She's doing work. Actual work. I'm not doing actual work. She's doing real paid work. Before we start, quick disclaimer that every video I do is talking about stuff that I buy with my own money. You'll never see me do an ad read, never gonna do a sponsored video. And I'm saying this so those of you out there watching this can check me on that. The only ads you'll see are the regular ads that YouTube runs without my knowledge or control. But anyway, I want to talk about this camera here. It's the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I've been using this camera for a while. I like it. Usually when the new Osmo Action comes out, I get it. I know everybody's talking about the Action 6 that might be coming out that may or may not have a 1-inch sensor, which is the same size sensor as the Pocket 3, which I also have. But I'm not here to speculate on the Action 6. I'm just gonna talk about how I get the most out of the Action 5, or any action camera for that matter. It's one little thing, and it's a 1/4 mist filter that I replaced. The cover, so if I can get this to focus here. I've never done product shooting kind of things with this camera yet, so here. So I replaced the factory lens cover with a 1/4 mist filter. If you're not sure what that is, it's a filter that has little speckles on it that kind of make the image a little less sharp, a little less digital looking. It doesn't affect the light transmission, maybe like a fraction, but not enough to even make a difference. Which, by the way, on the Canon PowerShot V1, I also have a 1/4 mist filter, which I like those on all my cameras if they're available for the camera. And in my luck, pretty much every camera I have does have a mist filter on it to just, like I said, cut that little digital sharpness out of it and make it look a little more cinematic, if you will. With the action camera, which they tend to be very sharp. So the mist filter helps to make it a little softer, as I mentioned. And even though you're just usually grabbing action footage or casual vlog shooting, putting the mist filter on your action camera, it's a real simple, like affordable way you could make your footage look a little better, because pretty much all action camera footage is gonna look fairly similar. And I just like how it looks. It helps to bloom the highlights. I'll drop some footage as I'm talking here to kind of show you what I mean about how it softens the image. I don't have any footage to compare how it looked before I put the filter on and after, because I pretty much put the filter on right after I bought this thing. So hopefully this little tidbit of information helps if you're interested in getting this kind of look out of your action camera. And oh, on a little side note, I see a lot of videos about people putting ND filters on action cameras. The idea seems good in theory, you know, to maintain your 180-degree shutter rule. So, for example, if you're shooting in 24 frames per second, you want to keep your shutter at like 1/48, 1/50 to get proper motion blur. Just like how I have this PowerShot V1 set. But the problem with action cameras is they rely heavily on a higher shutter speed for the stabilization to work properly. Like for myself, no matter what frame rate I'm shooting in, my shutter speed never goes below 200. Unless it's a special scenario where I'm shooting something at night and the camera's like on a tripod, like say filming like fireworks or something, then I will actually turn the stabilization off so I can drop the shutter speed and get as much light into the camera as possible. But if I'm walking around using the action camera, or if I'm on like a ride at a theme park, the shutter speed is never gonna go below 200. And trust me on this, I've tried it. The stabilization comes out really bad when you drop that shutter speed too low. So don't be putting ND filters on your action cameras to drop that shutter speed if you're moving. You will regret it because your footage will be all weird stabilization artifacts all over the place, and you're gonna be really disappointed. But that's all I have to say in this video, and thanks for watching. Shooting shots? Anyway, what am I trying to say? Let's gather my thoughts here. There's not much more I'm gonna say about that. It's stupid. It's like Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that.